What's going on, Babylonians? It's me, Songs of Rays, and I'm back on the channel bringing some more GhostRunner 2 content your way. Now, today's video, we're doing one of those all-special collectible guides, and this time it's going to be for level 10, which is going to be Winds of the Desolate. Now, this one does have 12 items that we do need to be able to go out and find, and I'm going to show you how to get every single one in this video. Of course, if you do enjoy this type of content and you want to see more from us when it comes to GhostRunner, then make sure to drop that like and subscribe. It does help the channel out. And once again, we will be partaking in that Blood Run challenge, which is going to be later on this week, and we will be making a notification on the channel once we have got that stream all set up. So once you want to be able to come and see, kind of like me getting like a little bit frustrated at being able to complete some challenges in GhostRunner 2, if that's something that you want to go and see, then make sure to drop that like and subscribe so you can find your way back to the channel for more. But of course, massive thank you to 505 Games for giving us early access to this title. It was a lot of fun being able to go through this, and without it, we probably wouldn't have been able to do these collectible guides. With all that said and done, what are we waiting for? Let's start diving into those 12 items. So the first of the 12 items that we do need to find in this level is going to be a memory chip. Good old memory chips, eh? Because we obviously need to increase our motherboard even more. And what we need to do to get this one is we'll be able to continue the level, kind of follow the road round all the way we do, being able to get down to the rundown town, the rundown kind of like centre where we kind of get told that we need to dismount our motorcycle. But if instead of dismounting our motorcycle right here, if we're looking at the bus, if we head over to the left hand side, you can see that this memory chip is just tucked away on the left. So make sure you just go and grab that, nice and easy, and it just gets you started. So we're on for another memory chip this time around, and what we need to do is clear out the enemies that are going to be here. We've brought down the bridge so that we're able to use our bike and be able to proceed through to the next area. Follow the road all the way around, being able to do the wall riding sections as always. And then once we get to the laser grids where we're told that we can jump over these, we do the 2 sections, and then we get to this bit where it becomes a fork in the road because of a massive rock. On the left hand side is where the memory chip is going to be, so just drive through that and you'll just pick it up just nice and easy. But we'll get a third one not too very far away from where we just currently were. So if we just follow that road around, and then once we get to, so it encourages us to take a right hand turn, go into the billboards and go through the rest of this town, you'll see it pop up right in front of you, right behind a rundown truck. Just run through that and you'll be able to pick up your third one, and that was able to upgrade my motherboard for me. But the 4th memory chip is even easier to be able to get because we need to do this to progress through the level. So what we do is we get to this section where we can't use our motorbike any further, and what we need to do is just use our gap jammer over on the left hand side so we get up to the top of the platforms, and then across the bridge you'll find another memory chip. Just pick that up, once again, nice and easy. Now, next item is probably going to be a bit of a surprise to yourself, but it's not actually a memory chip. This one's going to be the sword skin, and this is going to be called the Millcut Snow. Now, to be able to get this one, what we need to do is progress across that bridge like we've just been doing. We get into an arena where we have a couple of fights, and then what we need to do is follow the path around the way that we're currently showing on screen. This is going to require a little bit of gap jamming, so you can be able to get yourself all the way up to the top. So once we've cleared out the enemies all the way up to the top, including the laser beam mech boy, let's just go. What you need to do is turn around and go back upon yourself the way that you came up, but instead we need to go across to the ledge that was behind us when we gap jammed up, and then we're able to slide under these, and then we're able to grab the sword skin from there. So once again, just adds to your arsenal. But we're back onto memory chips for the next item, and this one's a little bit tricky being able to get this one right because you need to angle yourself correctly. Now this one is a lot of fun of being able to get this right, but this will take a few tries, so I'm just going to show you what I managed to do, what actually worked for myself. So when you get to this section here, what you can do is you can go low or you can go high. I would recommend going low. I would recommend going on the left hand side. It's just easier to be able to get that jump right. The angle is just so much easier. You don't have to worry about like the laser fence as much or anything like that. It's not going to affect your momentum or anything. So once you jump over the left hand side, once you manage to go through the laser gate that's over there, you can then get to this section here, jump off of your bike, and that gives you the momentum to carry yourself forward, and then you're able to gap jam back onto your bike so you can carry on for the rest of the level. Now, a little ways forward after that jump, you manage to get into this arena and you fight a bunch of enemies. But you can see I've already cleared them out because I was experimenting with ways that I was supposed to be going around and everything like that. So I did fall down a couple of sections and had to keep redoing it. So once you clear the area out of enemies, what you'll do is you'll find this bar or this pole sticking out the wall, and then you need to be able to chuck a shuriken into the power supply there, so you can then air blast yourself across here. Activate the switch, and this will open up the door. Instead of going through there, though, what you want to do is just drop down. This will activate another door, allowing you to be able to like free up the whole area, but it will also give you a puzzle allowing you to be able to use your Tempest skill so you can push some crates around so you can get access to one of the artifacts. Now if you follow the way that I'm currently doing it on screen here, this will allow you to be able to pick up the weathered rifle artifact, and then once again that is just going to start completing that collection that you have. Now once you've grabbed that, what you need to do is activate the lift. This will take the elevator all the way down so you can then get your bike on it, jump off your bike, activate the lift again. This will take you back up to the next section so you can carry on. But shortly after you've done this, once you've hit the road, make sure you try and stick to the left hand side, because this is where the memory chip is quite easily missed, but there is a separate section ready for this. And what you need to do is angle yourself so you can jump off your bike and carry your momentum forward so you can land on that, collect the memory chip, and then you can gap jam back onto your bike. So a little ways more into the level, we're able to get another memory chip. So if you're in the same location that I'm currently showing on the screen, then you'll know you're in the right location. But what you need to do is activate the crane. That's a little bit above here. Use your Tempest skill so you can try to push your gap jammer across so you can then get onto the wall running section. Once you manage to do this, it will bring up an arena for ready to kill a bunch of enemies. So make sure you just clear those out. Be careful that because behind this wall we do have one of those boys that sends out the horizontal shockwave. So what you want to do is once you've cleared out that enemy, use your gap jammer, get yourself up to that platform, and then you can get access to that memory chip. So to grab hold of the Dynamo lighter artifact, what we need to do is head to this section here, and you'll see that there's a box that we can use our Tempest skill on, and this will give us access to an air vent. Using this air vent, we can jump up onto the ledge that's just above us, and then right there behind that little crate, or behind that little bit of geometry, you will find the Dynamo lighter. So only 2 items left to grab, and this one's going to be another sword skin, and this one is going to be the Millcut camo. So to be able to grab this one, what we need to do is get to this platforming section right here, and then use the rail. We're able to jump up on here, and just continue the level as if you would normally, just be able to clear out all the enemies. Now, don't do the mistake that I did here, because if you get too close to this shield, like the shield array right here, and you start throwing shurikens, 1, it doesn't seem to actually connect with them, but 2, it also expends all your energy. Now, you do need your energy ready for your Tempest skill, because if you turn around from where we're currently looking, we can gap jam across, and then there's another box that we can push open. Now instead I had to kind of wait here because I had to wait for my energy to regen, so I could then use the skill. And then once you're able to get in here, you're able to push it, use your gap jam to be able to climb up, and then waiting for you right there is the Millcut camo skin. Now the last of the memory chips is a relatively easy one to be able to grab hold of, because after you've cleared out this section, you go back onto your bike to be able to continue over. You'll see all this section where we're basically just carrying on as normal. But when you get to the next bit where you kind of have to stop and you've got an air vent that's in the middle of the room, instead of going towards the air vent, you just turn right, and right behind the wall right there is going to be that memory chip for you. So make sure you've collected that, and once again, that is going to be all the collectibles inside the level of Winds of the Desolate. But there you go, that wraps it up on the guide. Massive thank you for making your way to the end of the video. Massive thank you to the Babylonian family, as always, for their continued support. It really does help the channel out. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of this level? Did you enjoy the fact that it was a combination of the bike riding, as well as being able to do the platforming and the ninja skills and the ninja kills? Let me know all that down in the comment section below. Of course, if you do enjoy this type of video and you want to see more from ourselves when it comes to GhostRunner 2, then once again, make sure you drop that like and subscribe. It really does help the channel out. But with all that said and done, that just seems to me to say, keep yourselves safe, keep yourselves well, and I'll see you all on our next video.